afternoon, starting with Royal Crown. Hey, there we go. Yeah, let's go. Make some noise, people. Come on now, let's go. All right. Introducing your starting five. Number 11, guard Rachel Spellsby. Number 24, forward Divine Tola. Number 15, Believe Chicago. Number 2, Jada Quigley. And your second team all-star, dog of the year, Johanna Fabio. Welcome to Royal Crown. All right, now your home team, Crestwood. All right. So for Crestwood, we have number 3, Miri, Deanne, Denise, Taman. We have number 11, Tiana, Adiri. We have number 15, forward, Mary Grace Talley. Number 22, Rob McClure. And we have your Player of the Year for 2027, first team All-Star, Avery. And your coaches for Royal Crown, Lanisa Jose. And Crestwood, Coach of the Year, Marlon Hayden. Shout outs to both teams. Make some noise for both teams making it into the finals this afternoon. Hey. All right. Now we are presenting the national anthem this afternoon. We have the pleasure of J-Max singing our national anthem. He is performed worldwide. You can find his music on all platforms. J-Max. Here you go, sir.
Oh, Canada, native land, true patriot love in all our sons command. With glowing hearts we see rise, the true north.
Welcome inside the Tate McKenzie Athletic Center here at York University, the first ever WNPA championship game between two teams deserving of being here. Crestwood Prep, the #1 overall seed, finished the regular season 9-1, taking on Royal Crown, who have come on late. The 6th seed, JJ Everson, Joe Musa, back on the call. Joe, you've been part of North Pole Hoops for quite some time. The leagues are growing. The players are bringing it all to the court. What are you excited for about in this inaugural WNPA championship game?
Well, first of all, that introduction was absolutely amazing. The singing of the national anthem, as well as the smoke machines brought out to introduce the starting lineups. We are trying to put on a show here for the first ever, like you said, inaugural WNPA National Championship. I'm looking for a highly competitive game between two high-level teams. Royal Crown coming in, just winning the Grind Session Championship last week. Crestwood, like we said, the #1 seed, the top team all season long. This will not be a game you want to miss here in WNPA, hosted at York University. I'm excited to get this going, JJ.
Crestwood dismissed Niagara 68-61 yesterday morning to book their ticket to the final. Brooke McLeod, 20 points, 7 rebounds, 6 of them coming on the offensive glass. This team knows how to send bodies to the offensive glass for extra possessions. Meanwhile, Royal Crown took down the OSBA champs, Capital Courts Academy from Ottawa, 67-61. Jada Quealy, 19 points, 4 rebounds. They were 23 of 32 from the free throw line, this Lion squad. They know how to go through contact and to get those free looks from the charity stripe. Your starting 5 for each side. Royal Crown, Jada Quealy, Rachel Skulski, Believe Bangu, Johanna Fami, and Davine Tumba. On the other side, Mary Denise Tambu, Tyann Matosis Adderley, Avery Arige, Mary Grace Talay, and Brooke McLeod. Both teams were 45-minute warm-ups, got the jog out to the DJ and the spotlights and the fog. Feels like a very festive game. We are underway. Mary Denise Tambu on the hunt already. Throws it off of the foot of Tumba and out of bounds. Tambu yesterday, 11 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. First shot is up off the hands of Talay. No, Fami. First rebound of the game. Don't be surprised to see Fami in the double-double territory today.
High motor forward, tenacious on the rebound, both offensive and defensive. Royal Crown, like we talked about, their identity in the earlier games is on the defensive end of the ball, but Crestwood might have the top offense. You know, they're going to have their hands full.
Tumba read the pass well, steals it out the other way. It's a 3-on-1 if she can get the rock to settle down. Down low, Shibangu. Kicks it back up to Quealy, who's headed to the University of Pittsburgh next season. Drains the mid-range jumper to open the scoring. And Marlo Davis looking to his bench early. Stella Evans at the scorer's table, ready to check in. It's usually Evans followed by Rogers. Arige's off the mark from distance.
I'm surprised Arige was so wide open. She's been one of the top scorers and one of the top players in the WNPA all season long. I'm expecting a big game from her. I'm a big fan of her game. Highly skilled scoring guard. Very polished.
Shibangu from 20 feet, no good. Tumba with her back to the basket, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Quealy comes to grab it, turns the corner, into the lane, leaves it short. Crestwood have numbers. Arige traipsing down the middle of the floor, through some contact. That's not going to go, nothing called, play on. The steal from Arige. Picked up, dead ball, Tambu comes to get it. Down the lane, off the glass, just too strong. Perimeter ball movement, not a lot of movement for Royal Crown right now. Fami kicks it out. Quealy looking, 4 seconds on the shot clock. Extra pass, Skulski's dangerous from there. Bottom.
Right on cue. She provides some high-level floor spacing for this team. 5-0 start here for Royal Crown. It all comes down to this national championship.
Talay called for the offensive. Fami standing her ground. We talked about Skulski's shooting ability, but what about her help defense?
Yeah.
She can do it on both sides.
Exactly. Yeah, this Royal Crown team, known for their defense. It's not going to be easy for this high-powered Crestwood offense.
Shibangu to the bench. Chance Berry in the game. Number 3 in white, a phenom in her own right, grade 10, playing up high level against these seniors. Finds Fami on the block, working on McLeod, gets it back, dials it from deep, leaves it short. Skulski there to keep it alive.
Good hustle.
Matosis Adderley into the front court. Gonna slow it down. Here's Stella Evans, who checked in for Tambu at the last whistle. The handoff, Matosis Adderley from the elbow. Too strong, Toomba with the defensive rebound. Quealy, change of pace with the hips. Little shift and shimmy.
Yep. This guard play for Royal Crown is just so solid between Barry and Quealy.
Crestwood stuck 7, 6:35 left in the opening 10. McLeod with the handoff to Evans. Not a lot of movement. Arige from deep, back iron. Fami out and on the run. Gonna find a ball handler, it's Quealy. Toomba makes her move to the paint. Charging foul called on Toomba. And Tambu comes back into the game for Tyann Matosis Adderley. Crestwood still looking to get a point on the board.
What an atmosphere here at York University. And what an event it's been, a 5-day event that started all the way Wednesday at Humber College. Now it's led us to this point. Championship Sunday. After this, we'll have Edge and Royal Crown in the NPA Men's National Championship. That should be another great one.
Skulski called for the foul. Inbound, Tambu. Talley called for the offensive. And a warning on Marlo Davis early in the game. Tell me emotions aren't running high right now. Gabby Fajemi Rokun runs to the scorer's table to check in. Talley will be playing basketball next week at the All-Canadian Games. She heads to the bench. Back on the hunt, Royal Crown looking to extend the lead. Arige up in the grill of Barry. Physical. Barry leaning into Arige, who gets called for the contact and the block. Eunicia Salgado here to check in. And Toomba checks out. 8 rebounds so far for Royal Crown to Crestwood's 2.
Control the glass, you control the game. Famous quote by none other than Pat Riley, legendary coach. And it's true, you control the glass, you're controlling possessions, you're controlling the tempo of the game. If you're able to get 2, 3 extra possessions, and then over the course of the game, that leads to how many more extra possessions and more shots, and you're just limiting the other team on both ends. Rebounding and defense is what this Royal Crown team hangs their hat on. And it's showing right now. Zero points so far for Crestwood, right? 4 minutes in.
8-0, Royal Crown ahead. Checking in was Amaya Robinson at the last whistle. Arige back cut, one bounce up, and Eunicia Salgado called for the encroachment. Arige is one of those players that can get going.
Yeah.
And great scorers know how to get to the free throw line, right?
Yep.
In comes Katarina Veljevic, out goes Quealy.
Avery, looking for her to have a big game. She's been so good all season long. Just so shifty with the ball in her hands, so skilled, able to get to her shot as a lefty, crafty and hard to guard. No luck so far, though. 0 for 2 from the field and 0 for 1 from the line. Looking to make it 1 for 2. And she does. Crestwood on the board.
You can feel the collective sigh of relief as Salgado has to fight to keep it in bounds. Ahead to Fami, bounce pass, Robinson on the run, gets the roll.
This pass by Fami on the move.
Tambu calling out the motion, picked up by Veljovic. McLeod into the body of Fami, who gets her first block of the game. Baseline inbound quick for Jamie Rokun, top side and around the horn. Arige picks up the dribble. Tambu guarded closely by Veljovic. A deep three from McLeod, nothing but net.
It's got to feel good. Get the first field goal on the board and a 3. Crestwood, a little bit of momentum that they're looking to build upon.
Maya Robinson gonna pull it back out. Plenty of time left on the shot clock. Into the paint. Over for Jemmy Roku and Maya Robinson, the class of 2027 guard. Getting it done.
Royal Crown looking really sharp so far in this first quarter on both ends, executing to perfection.
Stella Evan turns around, finds McLeod. Tambu in front of her own bench. No, Chance Berry has it.
Get it off the rim and push.
Berry loses control. Arige gets it, foul called on Royal Crown. That's gonna go on Veljovic. An uncharacteristic foul for her. And here comes Juliana Rogers into the game. Brooke McLeod to the bench for Marlo Davis's side. You get a different sense of the importance of the games when you're down here at court level, Joe.
Yep.
The speed, the tenacity, the physicality, everything's just a little bit more paid attention to. Stella Evans keeps and scores. Robinson using the screen from Salgado, gives it up to Tumba. Salgado's down on the block, working on Arige. Spin around, 2 moves, doesn't get it to go. Second chance opportunity, Tumba sees it through. And quickly, McLeod back to the scorer's table. Tumba, foul on the floor. And Veljovic gets her second foul in the matter of a minute.
That's tough. She's one of their better perimeter defenders, and she always plays super hard. Clearly, picking up 2 fouls. And it looks like we're going to keep her on here.
While Quealy is back at the scorer's table, ready to check in. Will it happen before the inbound?
Yep.
2 fouls. 3:28 left in the opening half. Tough. Coach Leanna Osei really relies on Veljovic defensively for energy and effort and on-ball defending, like you said. Evans thought about it. Stolen. A Robinson. Picked up the dribble. Going to give it to Berry. Roger forcing Berry to the left. Robinson's there, no good. Arige, defensive rebound. Arige changes pace. Give it up to McLeod. Thought Arige was going to dive there. Quealy ahead to Tumba. It's a mismatch. Tumba recognizes it, tries to back down Rogers. Baseline, through contact.
Nice work in the post. Went baseline, got the defenders off their feet with the pump fake and finished. It's a nice move inside.
Arige walks into a 3, that rattles in and out. Rebound fought for. McLeod, of course, on the offensive glass. Royal Crown will retain possession. It's a 10-point lead early for Royal Crown. Royal Crown +7 in the rebound category. A little bit more of an individual effort, 2 assists on 7 made field goals. Jada Quealy picked up by Stella Evans. Good defense, keep the feet shuffling. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Tambu picks up Barry. Barry slips. Fight for the ball, jump ball, Crestwood possession.
Nice defense on the ball that time without fouling.
And Nikela Bailey checking in for Royal Crown as Robinson heads to the bench. As we approach the final 2 minutes of the opening 10, Arige keeps, wants to screen from McLeod, ignores it, back into the paint, loses it. Barry ahead, Salgado with 1 to beat, stepping through the lane, loose ball. Last touched by Salgado.
I want to see Crestwood compose themselves a little bit on the offensive end. It seems like they're looking to make a decision really early in the shot clock. Like see them maybe move it around, go maybe swing, side to side. Maybe get some paint touches for some kickouts. But again, against that Royal Crown defense, won't be easy.
Veljovic getting the nod of confidence from her coaches as Tambu goes down to the left-hand side. Veljovic playing with 2 fouls. Late in the first quarter, 8-point game.
Right, if you're Crestwood, you might want to take advantage and go at her. Try to get her a 3rd foul in the first quarter.
Salgado back to the basket, steps through, traveling.
Good collapse that time.
Evans tricks back to get the inbound, finds Tumba traipsing down the left-hand side, bounce pass Arige under the basket, leaves Rogers wide open, back iron, Arige offensive rebound. Shot clock resets to 14. Here it is, the matchup, Arige, Veljovic. Arige and Veljovic picks up her 3rd. So the gamble throwing Veljovic back out there doesn't pay off. Barry gonna check back in alongside Fami.
Good recognition by Arige to go at her, knowing she's got 2 fouls now, picking up her 3rd. And now she'll go to the line.
So the clock stops. Arige gets a look at 2 from the charity stripe. 1 of 2 from there earlier today. Looking to close the gap before the quarter break. Perfect trip. We're into the final minute of the opening quarter, the WNPA National Championship. Bailey shuffles her feet, the youngster, turnover. There's a couple of things you need to focus on in a basketball season. You always want to win the first game, you always want to win the last game, and closing out quarters, Joe, very important. Tambu directs traffic. Gets it right back from Arige. Tambu on Barry, over the screen, looking for the bounce pass. That's off the knee.
That's gonna stay here.
Off the toe of Chance Barry. We go 14 on the shot clock. Quick inbound around the horn to Tambu. Evans, top side, tries to beat Bailey, gives it out, Tambu in through traffic. Tambu hits the deck hard. She'll head to the free throw line for a look at 2. It's gonna be a blocking foul on Quealy.
It's almost like Crestwood is using Royal Crown's strength as a team against them in a way. That strength of Royal Crown being their defensive tenacity and their aggression level. Crestwood's going to go at them and try to get a lot of their top defenders in foul trouble, which is a good idea. You want to play aggressive? Be my guest, says Crestwood. Pick up a few fouls for their key players. That can change the dynamic of this game. They might want to back off a little bit. That could free up things for some of their scores. And much stronger finish to this first quarter for Crestwood compared to the start.
Tambu misses the second. Fami with the defensive rebound. 15 seconds left. Chance Berry working on Tambu. Tries to work to the left, spins around, tied up, back to the timeline. Tries again to the left. Evans comes over to help.
Good
Tambu
defense.
has it. Half-court heave. Off in time. Counts if it goes. Just off to the left. 10 minutes of the first ever WNPA championship in the books. 16-10, Royal Crown ahead. Stay with us. Davine Toomba leads the Royal Crown team with 4 points, 4 boards. The University of Pittsburgh commit getting it done early in the game, lifting her team to a 5-point lead. But they're in foul trouble, Joe. You called it. You gotta, if you're Crestwood, keep pounding the ball inside, get to that free throw line.
Yep. Got some of their key defenders in foul trouble. Veljovic already with 3 fouls. Let's see how long they're going to keep her out of the game for, maybe even for the whole second quarter. That could be a big swing for Crestwood.
Toomba has it in the corner. Shibangu wanted it. She's got Rogers on her. Rogers fighting to stay with her, travel,
Yep.
and Fami turns it over. Good defense there to front. Believe Shibangu by Juliana Roger.
The team defense by Crestwood has really picked up as well. Sending to the ball on drives. Just moving on the string.
What do they have on the offensive side? Arije steps into it. Iron, Toomba, 5th rebound.
I think it's only a matter of time before Avery Arije catches fire and those shots start to fall.
Thought a couple trips to the free throw line might encourage that. Skulski around the perimeter. Quealy left alone on the outside. Brings it back to the middle. Tries to tuck it like a football. Tied up and ripped away by Brooke McLeod.
Once again, collapsing on the drive.
Here's Tambu into the front court with a head of steam. Just
Wow,
blows by
great
Fami
burst.
and scoops it in with the right hand. Crestwood have it to within 3. Jada Quealy uses the screen from Shibangu. Tries to beat Roger, not there. Skulski from 3, no. And Tambu hits the deck after taking an arm to the face. Foul's gonna go on Shibangu. And with that, Royal Crown gonna take a timeout. 1:32 into the second quarter. We'll step aside. Stick with us. You're watching the WNPA Championship game on North Pole Hoops on YouTube.
shirt. All right? Stella. Andy, Avery, Brooke, there. Okay. One, Avery, here.
It was a 10-point lead for Royal Crown early in this game, but Crestwood have clawed back and made it a 3-point game, doing it mostly defensively, keeping the pressure on the drives for Royal Crown. Now back on the offensive, looking to bring it even closer, if not tie it, for the first time since tip-off. Evans, top side. Wants the screen from McLeod. Good defense there by Fami. Arige has a lane baseline, jump stop, kick to the corner. Roger, three, a little too strong. Shot clock violation. So good job from Royal Crown making Crestwood work deep into the shot clock on that last possession. Quealy has it. Tries to make a move on Tambu. Fami over top. Whip pass. Skulski from in front of her bench overcooks it. Tambu has it and turns on the Jets. 1-2 step. Nothing called. Just knocked out of bounds.
Been a while since Royal Crown scored a bucket. Crestwood's flipped the script a little bit.
Haven't scored since the first quarter. Tyann Matosis Adderley back into the game for Marlo Davis. Inbound pass comes all the way beyond the three-point line. Evans working in that pick and roll again with Brooke McLeod. Shibangu moves out to her. Arige, two bounces, tries to get by Toomba. Tambu kicks it out. Evans puts it up. Doesn't get it to go. Fami snatches the rebound. Another late shot clock there on the offensive side for Crestwood. Difficult to get a good look that deep in the shot clock. Fami blocked from behind.
Blocked from behind.
Then contact on the second attempt.
Sending two defenders at Johanna Fami as soon as she catches it inside.
Anytime you play Royal Crown, that's got to be part of the game plan.
Yep.
Knowing what she can do on the basketball court. Back irons the first one. Still scoreless in this game. 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and a block for Fami. Unable to make it a 2-possession game, Matosis Adderley settles it down. Two Crestwood players cutting under the basket at the same time. So they'll have to pull it back out. 5 seconds on the shot clock, another deep shot clock offensive possession. Evans shakes her defender, but can't find the net. And back comes Mary Grace Talley, who was subbed out early with 2 fouls. Devine Toomba gonna take it over the timeline this time. Skulski searching for a lane, hands it off to Fami, those long strides. Quealy, dump off, Toomba tries to create space. Goes into contact, unable to complete the play. And Matosis Adderley called for the foul.
Making them earn it from the line.
Tumba drops the first in, bringing her to 5 points to go with 5 rebounds, well on her way to a double-double. Both teams could do a better job of passing the rock, getting their teammates open. Only 3 total assists in the contest so far. Tale has to reset it. Matosis Adderley helps there. Tambu, feet set, tickles the twine. Arije pulls up on Fami, who just saw this offensive set. Skulski through the middle, handoff to Fami. Shibangu, baseline jumper is pure. Leads back to 4. Crestwood trail. Trying to find their way into the painted area. The Royal Crown making them live on the perimeter. Skulski diving to the floor, finds Quealy.
Oh.
Play goes on. McLeod with the rebound. Quealy knocked it loose, but right into the hands of Tambu. Turns on the Jets. Goes up through contact. Shibangu able to corral the loose ball.
Way to stay vertical.
Skulski picked up by Matosis Adderley. Sees Shibangu leaking back door. Reward the defensive effort with a good look on the offense.
Yep.
Heads up play by Skulski.
Couple of good possessions for Royal Crown on the offensive end.
Shibangu inches closer to McLeod, who can shoot it from 3. She's already seen that once. Tale backdoor. Couple of easy looks on both ends of the court. Right around the rack. Got to clean that up.
It's like the offense is warming up a little bit for both sides.
Tumba showing off her handles. Skulski unable to find the shot. Kicks it back out. Fami for a 2. No. Shibangu through the lane, off glass. Somebody's got to pick up Tumba in transition. They don't. She gets right to the rack. Right-handed finger roll. Quickly ahead, Skulski down on the block. Tale gets out to Shibangu. Fami, rebound, no good. Arije slowly, methodically kicks it out. Matosis Adderley adds to the Crestwood total. It's a 1-point game. Timeout, Crestwood. Scratch that. Correction. No timeout. No timeout. Technical foul on Marlo Davis. Subs can come in. So Matosis Adderley drains the 3 in front of the bench. Marlo Davis gets teed up, and Rachel Skulski will walk to the free throw line. And Skulski can't make them pay for the free look. Quealy's got to check out as she gets her jersey tended to. Salgado into the game. Chance Berry as well as Amaya Robinson. Lauren Quantz, we get her first look for Royal Crown. Royal Crown really spreading the floor here, playing 5 out. Inside, Salgado travels.
Good call.
Good defense from Tale. They looked like they baited her into that, kind of, pulled the chair a little bit.
Savvy move.
Crestwood shooting the ball 63% when they can get it into the painted area, but it's been tough. Talley for three, no. Coming in, Matosis Adderley can't corral it. Fami fouled on the backside by Talley. And you got to think, Joe, part of the game plan for Coach Leanna Ose was to keep Crestwood at the perimeter. 13 field goal attempts coming from beyond the arc, only 8 in the paint.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, they're getting good looks, so might not be a bad idea to keep shooting them, but also want to continue to get some looks inside, continue to put pressure on the rim.
Chance Berry working to her left. Gets the step, overcooks it. Fami with the rebound, can't get the putback. And Tambu comes away with it after wrestling with Berry, who gets called for the foul. Royal Crown now plus 11 on the boards.
As expected, a close one. 2:36 left to go in the first half. WNPA National Championship game.
Arije for three, front iron. Quance with the rebound, just falls to her. No blue jerseys gravitating towards that offensive rebound. Arije rejects the over-the-top pass intended for Salgado, and now Matosis Adderley has it in the front court. The double comes, Arije's open. Can't do that. Sliding over, Fami called for the charge. Or the block, I should say. As the floor gets tended to, Arije's at the free throw line. She sees the fourth of 5th looks from the free throw line going through with a chance to make it 5 for 6.
Like you said earlier, one of the traits of a high-level scorer is that ability to get to the line. Even if the shot's not falling, still able to get points on the board.
Matosis Adderley called for the hold.
Can I get an explanation on that? Ref, can I get an explanation? Ref, can I get an explanation on that? The ball wasn't in the
2:08 left in the opening half. Crestwood ahead by 1. Salgado accepts the inbound pass. Tumba gonna bring it over the timeline again. So offense running through Tumba right now. And she just uses her size and frame to get down low, but leaves it short. And Chance Berry is gonna send Crestwood back to the line.
Again, sometimes there's such thing as being overly aggressive.
Correction, that'll just be the 4th team foul.
What an intense game. You could almost feel it from where we're sitting right now, right next to the court.
No place I'd rather be on this March 30th.
Yep.
Arije takes the pass from Evans, gives it back. Evans pulls it, no. McLeod able to track down the loose ball. Matosis Adderley wants it. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Behind the back, into the paint. McLeod dials it from deep, front iron. Salgado loses it to Arije, who keeps it alive. Down low, Matosis Adderley had a split second to make the decision. Evans again, no. Tumba off the fingertips and out of bounds. 14 seconds on the shot clock. 3 straight second chance opportunities for the girls in blue. Timeout, Marlo Davis with a baseline inbound play impending. Want to talk it over figure out the best way to get through Tavine Toomba and the Royal Crown Lions. We'll step aside. Stay with us. Crestwood Prep have a baseline inbound play pending. Juliana Roger to inbound that ball with a 1-point lead as we approach halftime here at the Tate McKenzie Athletic Center. Brooke McLeod makes a move, the double comes, and Shibangu takes the loose ball, gives it up to Fami. Roger tracking back, bodies sprawled all across the floor, travel called. Joe, when you're on the floor, you're not allowed to roll, get up, do anything. You got to maintain that position, and right there, Fami had 3 blue jerseys surrounding her, tried to get a little bit more open. Proved costly. Orije over the double screen, looking for the diver.
Got away with the travel.
Blocked at the top, Quealy on Evans. Now Quealy working towards the near side. Uses the screen from Salgado. 14 on the shot clock. To the left. Maya Robinson gonna kick it back out, get it right back. Shibangu wants it. Orije right there with her. Shibangu turns, doesn't get it to go, and Orije has it in the open court. Gonna pull it back out. Saw the clock was winding down, wants the final possession. Up 1, looking to extend this lead at the half. It's the first ever WNPA championship game. Robinson switches on to Orije, turns, the double's there. Rogers can't handle the pass. And that lands out of bounds. They're gonna put 1 second on the clock, and Coach Leanna Osei is gonna call a timeout to advance the ball to the front court. We'll step aside. The final possession of the opening half of the WNPA championship game coming up in just a minute's time. Correction. No timeouts available to Royal Crown. There's some confusion on whether or not Royal Crown has a timeout left. The timeout will be granted, so we'll step aside. Crestwood defending the final possession. Royal Crown have it in the backcourt. It's going to be a quick catch and shoot. Fami turns, fires, overcooks it. And at the half, Crestwood claw back from a 10-point deficit to lead by 1. 10 minutes on the half break. We've got second half action coming at you on the other side.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. You look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible.
The North Pole Hoops Blueprint is a multi-layered platform designed to provide maximum exposure and growth opportunities for Canadian basketball at all levels, starting with grade 5 students all the way to the NBA. The foundation of the Blueprint begins with our strategic partners, the Playground Global, who provide world-class basketball facility access for Canadian basketball programming nationwide. The MPH Showcase League is an introduction to our ecosystem, an exposure platform for club programs all across Canada to experience a competitive, developmental, and positive environment. All year round, this league reaches the players, coaches, parents, and the Canadian basketball community at large. This provides a great opportunity for sponsors to tap into a rapidly growing market and demographic within the high volume of foot traffic. The MPH Showcase Camp is our identification platform, focusing on finding the hidden basketball talent Canada has to offer and guiding them to that next level. As a camper, you will have the opportunity to enter the NPH National Rankings, where player profiles are created, acting as an online resume. This database is directly connected to a network of over 150 prep and post-secondary programs. By attending our camps, you will maximize on scholarship opportunities, perform in front of national scouts, and get a chance to learn from NBA experienced skill trainers. The Game Speaks Combine acts as the elite, invitational-only camp that provides every player an opportunity to measure their talent up against the best prospects in Canada. A 2-day event of skill testing, pro-level drills, and NBA-style combine, with the ultimate goal of securing scholarships. Top performers raised their stock and are now elevated on a national scale to strengthen their recruitment opportunities. The Canadian National Invitational Tournament in July brings a team-focused evaluation platform. Since 2015, the CNIT brings over 100 top-tier club programs from around the world to compete for the national crown. The CNIT is Canada's only NCAA-certified tournament that takes place during a live period where NCAA coaches are eligible to recruit prospects in person. At this stage, North Pole Hoops has identified Canada's top basketball prospects from coast to coast, placing them at programs within the Canadian basketball ecosystem and the elite-level MPH League, the National Preparatory Association. Founded in 2016, this league is at the top of our internal programming and quickly emerging as a global destination for the world's elite basketball prospects. Involving strategic prep programs nationwide, the NPA prides itself on delivering a national platform to showcase the different playing styles, characteristics, and unique talent each province has to offer. All North Pole Hoops sanctioned events include exposure services that help propel and aid players on their recruitment mission. From individual player mixtapes that showcase the unique characteristics of that athlete, to our mentorship program, which helps families navigate within the basketball landscape and connect players to prep and post-secondary coaches. Using the intel gathered after identifying the top prospects within our ecosystem, MPH provides a bridge in the form of a scouting service for post-secondary programs looking to recruit. Since 2011, North America's top universities rely on MPH's highly experienced national and regional scouts for intel on prospects on and off the court. Outside of America, Canada is the #1 producer of talent in the world, with over 20 Canadians in the NBA. MPH CEO Tarek Sabate is exploring the global market and building relationships to offer the MPH scouting service to professional basketball teams and leagues worldwide. Finally, utilizing the MPH exposure arm, comprised of digital marketing and live broadcasting, MPH acts as its own media and marketing partner for all of our entities below. With over 75,000 subscribers between Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, MPH is able to reach and influence over 15 million accounts on an annual basis, conveying the message of Canadian basketball and providing a direct platform for our strategic partners to excel in this industry. Climb the ladder to the next level by joining the North Pole Hoops family and enter the Blueprint.
There it is, the first look at the WNPA championship belt and trophy. The first ever. Joe, there's only one very first ever championship awarded.
That's
Crestwood ahead by 1 in a very frantic back and forth opening 20 minutes. Both teams doing an excellent job in that second quarter. Royal Crown got themselves into some foul trouble, 10 personal fouls to Crestwood 7. What changes do you see Crestwood and Royal Crown making here in the second half?
Well, for Royal Crown, they got to be careful because a lot of their players are probably falling into foul trouble right now. So they want to be careful to maintain their level of aggression on the defensive end, but not be over-aggressive. And for Crestwood, I felt like they were generating a lot of open looks, a lot of kick-out opportunities. They weren't really converting on them, but I like those shots. If you keep taking them eventually, I think they're going to drop. And it's been a close one for a reason, as expected. The final 2 teams remaining.
Crestwood 3 of 17 from beyond the arc, only 8 looks inside the paint. We'll see if that changes here. Second half action underway. If you're just joining us, we appreciate you tuning in. Crestwood in the blue uniforms, moving from left to right on your screens. There's a battle on the floor for the ball. Jump ball, possession favors Royal Crown in the white uniforms, moving the opposite way. JJ Everson, Joe Musa on the call here for this one and the next one, the NPA Championship. Edge basketball from Calgary, Alberta, taking on Royal Crown, led by Justice Hazley. Still plenty of time left in this one, though. Flurry of movements on the perimeter. Fami has it. The handoff. Quealy to Tumba. Tumba squares up. That's in and out. Shibangu with the rebound. Back up. Misses it. And Tambu boxes out Tumba, who's unable to get her hands on the loose ball. Royal Crown held to just 8 second quarter points. The defense definitely turned up a few notches for Crestwood. Tambu to the corner. Matosis Adderley too strong. Skulski on the run. Fami, one dribble into the lane. Left hand finish.
Strong finish.
Some more playmaking from Skulski as well. Her second assist of the contest, Tambu. Matosis Adderley back inside the paint and just puts Skulski in a position unable to defend. Tumba stepping through, one too many steps. Stamped the passport of Devine Tumba. Fresh travel. Mary Denise Tambu getting a drink on the fly there. Walking by the bench, grabs the water bottle. Now Tambu navigating, finds Tale inside. Skulski there to get a hand on it. Foul's going to be called. Skulski scratch that. Shibangu going to be called for the foul.
Tambu, a really good start to this game. 10 points, 3 assists, a steal, dictating the pace for her team.
Here she is working inside, step back, mid-range, off the mark. Tale and Tumba fighting for the possession. And it will stay with Crestwood. Matosis Adderley looking for the flare screen. Orije was guarded well by Barry. Matosis Adderley drops 2 Royal Crown players. Orije doesn't get the friendly bounce. Tambu on the floor looking for it. Jump ball called. Now Royal Crown will have possession.
Orije not having the best luck here from the field, but again, Still up by 1, so if she's to catch fire at any point in this game, Crestwood might like their chances here.
0 of 5 from deep is Arige. Hasn't taken a shot in the paint. All 5 points coming from the free throw line. Skulski hounded by Matosis Adderley, and now Barry has it. The number 3 peeling off her jersey from all the contact in this game. As she moves baseline, pulls up mid-range, yep.
The mid-range game is alive and well.
Kind of basketball got away from that mid-range for quite some time.
Yeah.
The Canadians are bringing it back. SGA, Chance Barry, one in the same. Mavery Arige.
There it is.
Drains the 3.
That's got to feel good. Watch that one drop in.
Fami push to the corner. The double's there. She gets some space baseline. Knocked out of bounds by McLeod. Juliana Rogers checks in. Matosis Adderley catches a breather.
A lot of physicality in this game. Again, as expected in a championship game.
2-point lead, Crestwood ahead. Salgado checks in at the whistle. Barry gets it back to Quealy. Fami fighting for position. Top side 3, Chance Barry is money.
She's heating up.
Tambu all the way downhill. Rogers outside. McLeod thought about it, finds the lane inside, tied up. But Rachel Skulski gets some of McLeod's arm as well. Brooke McLeod, 6 offensive rebounds yesterday. Led to 8 points in that win over Niagara Prep, who took home bronze earlier today. And if you're a fan of Crestwood, let's keep you up to date on this. Toby Fournier and Duke have lost in the round of 8 to South Carolina, 54-50. Fournier, 18 points, 6 boards, and 3 blocks in that. A graduate of this Crestwood program, and Marlo Davis.
Yeah, future pro.
But we turn our attention back to what's happening here in Toronto. Game tied at 31, both free throws good. A block on Barry. Correction, that foul's gonna go on Tambu. Barry at the line. 1 for 2. Arige tracks down the rebound. The double comes, coughed up. Fami hands it off to Quealy. Has Rogers backtracking. Off her own leg and out of bounds. Keela Bailey, Amaya Robinson checking in for the Royal Crown Lions. Not to be confused with the Crestwood Lions. A couple of Lion mascots. Either way, a Lion's going home a victor. Tambu turns around, tries to find McLeod on the dive. Fami back to get a fingertip on it. Robinson looking for a lane, pulls it out, dials it from deep and rattles it through. Her second three-pointer of the game. McLeod and Tambu playing give and go. Tale for 3, the response off the mark. Rebound. There's a foul on Crestwood. It's gonna go on Arige. Her second. Akilah Bailey set to trigger the baseline inbound, and Barry has it. Chance Barry putting a little more effort into this third quarter. Salgado keeps, tries to shake McLeod, it's not there. The pass cross court out of bounds. Rogers, top side. Akilah Bailey called for the hold as Stella Evans was running through the lane. 14 on the shot clock. Crestwood trail by 4. Evans squares up into the paint. 1-2 step through the lane.
With the left hand.
Stella Evans, a 15U gold medalist with Team Ontario this past summer in the Canadian National Championships out in Newfoundland. Robinson, jab step, 3, bottom. When you're hot, you're hot. Amaya Robinson is scorching.
That was from deep, too. Nothing but net.
McLeod trying to create some separation. Shot's not going to fall. Contact on the body from Salgado. McLeod goes to the line for 2. Robinson now 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. McLeod now with a chance to make it a one-possession game. 3:53 left in the third quarter. Here, the first ever WNPA championship on the line. And McLeod connects. Robinson trying to shake Arige. A double handoff. Ball finds her on the far side. Barry over top, Tumba. Looking to move downhill, and again, Crestwood collapsing, jump ball. McLeod getting a hand on it. Little cleanup on aisle, semicircle. Full court press. No one guarding the inbounder. Evans goes back to collect it. Talley picked up well beyond the arc from Tumba. Has to give it back to the primary ball handler. Evans to Tambu. Far side, Arige. Deep 3, back iron. Tumba with the rebound. Barry may have hyperextended that left knee there. Traipsing down the left-hand side. Knocked out of bounds, will be a baseline Royal Crown possession. Barry looking for Fami. Picked up by McLeod. Bounce pass, extra pass. Robinson just drained it from there. Good closeout, another deep 3. Oh, wow. Brother.
Wow, what a shot.
The confidence pouring out of number 3 in white. Even her teammates in a little bit of disbelief looking down to that Royal Crown bench.
Not much you can do about that. That was from nearly the logo.
Arige looking to create separation. Evans bails her out. Can't hold on to it. Robinson over the timeline. Bailey looks inside. Fami turns off glass. Marlo Davis, timeout. It's a 5-point swing, 43-35. Royal Crown back in front. 2:19 left in the third quarter. We'll send it to break. Stick with us. More action coming your way next. Crestwood find themselves stuck 8, 2:19 left in the third quarter. Tambu leads her team with 10 points, accepts the inbound pass. And after that timeout, Marlo Davis really needs a good look for his squad. Evans gets trapped in the corner, able to find Orije, spinning, fading, and connecting.
Good response, they needed that. She hasn't really gotten to go from three. Like to see her get in the mid-range a little more.
Barry, one of those players that can take over the game at any point. Here she has it, top side, working on Evans. Step back, it's a deep two if it goes.
Ooh. Back
iron, no. Toomba, another offensive rebound. Can't get the putback. And is fouled on the third attempt.
Too big and too strong. Hard not to foul.
Toomba picks up her 8th rebound of the contest.
Oh, how many of those were offensive? Creating a lot of second chance opportunities.
3 of the 8 offensive.
Nice.
Gabby Fajemi-Rokun checking into the game for Mary Grace Tallet. And when you got the height that Fajemi-Rokun has, it's so important just to stay walled up,
Yep.
not to reach, because you're so imposing when you put your hands up. Toomba brings the lead back up to 8 for Royal Crown. A minute and a half left in the third quarter. Orije over the timeline. Crestwood looking to close the gap before the next quarter break. McLeod to Fajemi-Rokun. Now Toomba, baseline around Bailey. Barry is there to reject it. And Johanna Fami picked up the foul. 2 shots upcoming for Orije.
Maybe free throws number 7 and 8 for Avery Orije.
She hits the first. Royal Crown continue to add to the rebounding disparity as Orije goes 2 for 2 from the line. Royal Crown plus 13 in that category, but haven't been as disciplined, have 4 more fouls than Crestwood do, and 11 turnovers. Without those fouls and turnovers, who knows what this score might be. Fami inside, the pass intended for Bailey. Coughed up, Orije out and on the run. In the lane, left hand, no, fouled by Chance Barry. Orige's back to the line. Scratch that, they're gonna put it on Robinson.
And the shot's not falling, put your head down, get to the rim, try to get to the line. Work on that touch, build your confidence. Stopping the clock too when you're down.
When she got that ball and put her head up in transition, realized she was the only blue jersey with 2 white ones in front of her. Decided to take it strong to the rack, got rewarded. Another perfect trip to the line for Orije. Matosis Adderley will bring out Stella Evans, 56.2 left in the third quarter. Royal Crown's lead dwindled to 4. Orije deflects that. Fami, front court, kicking it back to Toomba, and now Barry to Robinson. There's a lane on the right. The push off, Toomba. Robinson got the lane, but Toomba got her arm into the body. Mary Denise Tambu headed to Villanova, joining Jasmine Bosco, former Kings collegiate player, and she'll be welcomed there by a former Ontarian.
Bosco's having a heck of a year, freshman season there. At Villanova averaged, I believe, 14 points per game.
Our first look at Katarina Veljevic in the second half, playing with 3 fouls. Believe Shibangu back into guard for Jemmy Rokun. Orije directs traffic over the timeline. And Chance Berry's going to be called for the hold as Orije got position and wanted it over the top. Again, Orije finds herself at the free throw line, where she's been able to inflict a lot of damage in this championship game. Second missed free throw of the game by Orije. As the crowd starting to play a role here, the stomping of the feet. Trying to be a distraction.
Might be a few more Royal Crown supporters than Crestwood, both from the Toronto area, so as expected, both fan bases came out.
Orije with the strip, the handoff. Matosis Adderley finishes the play. The shot clock is turned off. It's a 2-point game. Royal Crown still in front. Toomba. 10 seconds left in the third quarter.
Good response by Crestwood as Royal Crown went on a run of their own.
Orije another strip. Got to get it off. She leads Matosis Adderley a little too far. Immediately turns to the bench. Says, my bad, coach. Both teams got to lock in for the final 10 here. The inaugural WNPA belt on the line. We'll step aside. Fourth quarter action coming up after this. There's been 6 lead changes in this championship game. Royal Crown have led by as many as 10. Crestwood have led by 2. We are into the 4th quarter. Each team needs to put as much emphasis on each possession, both sides of the ball. Robinson kicks it out. Fami diving to the right, no good. Rebound falls to Matosis Adderley. And after scoring only 8 points in the 2nd quarter, Royal Crown put up 22 in the 3rd.
Here we go, 4th quarter time. Means it's winning time, 2-point game. It's been tight all game. Let's see who wants it more.
Arige, 17 points, looking for 20, back iron. Rebound, Matosis Adderley off the fingertips of Shibangu. Nice dump off for Jemmy Rokun, finishes the play. Nice find from Marie-Denise Tambu. Chance Berry working on Arige. Back into the middle, gets Arige on her hip, elevates, no. Rebound, controlled down low and put back by, I believe, Shibangu. The MO seems obvious for Crestwood. Give the ball to Arige. A deep shot clock. Tambu turns the corner. Arige tries to get herself open. Does. Steps through. Finishes. What awareness. Gets her defender to blow by. Steps in with the left. Over the top. Shibangu. Over for Jemmy Rokun with the response.
Ooh. Wow.
And the "you can't see me" celebration. McLeod behind the back. Arige given time and space. A lack of effort there for Chance Berry, and Avery Arige makes her pay.
Although she hasn't been shooting it too well from deep, you cannot give her that much time and space to knock it down as she does. Crestwood now with a 1-point lead.
Shibangu with the handoff to Quealy. Fami top side, Shibangu inside. Fouled on the way up. And McLeod picks up the foul. Mary Grace Talley checks in for Crestwood for Jemmy Rokun to the bench. Veljovic from Robinson in for Leanna Osei's team. Quealy and Bailey headed out. Shibangu looking to tie this one up. And does.
Royal Crown just 8 for 15 as a team from the line, whereas Crestwood's 14 for 18. Does Crestwood look to pull out a little hack-a-shack treatment, send them to the line, make them earn it?
It's a strategy for a reason. And Veljovic called for contact on the arm. Usually really disciplined on that side of the ball, has gotten into foul trouble. That's her 4th with 7:01 left in regulation. Veljovic trying to force Tambu to the left. Arige now working on Berry. Loves that matchup, elevates, leaves it short. Fami with the rebound. Contact on the backside from McLeod. Tumba checks back in. The future University of Pittsburgh Panther. Ten boards to go with 8 points. Matosis Adderley hand in the passing lane, deflects that. Chance Berry working on Mary Denise Tambu. Robinson now inside with the step through floater, no. Loose ball, fighting for it on the ground. Jump ball, gonna be called. Favor Crestwood. Knotted at 51. 6:20 left in regulation. Tambu shakes the defender. Tale, 1-2 step in. Contact. Believe Shibangu got Tale on the arm.
Back to the line.
Both teams now with 2 team fouls in the fourth quarter. Fami checks back in. Tale leaves it short. Fielding offers from Fresno State, Dayton, and UPitt. Misses them both. Berry showing off the handles. Matosis Adderley comes out. Berry with the floater. Contact on the way. And Chance Berry will go to the free throw line. Mary Denise Tambu picks up another foul. It'll be her third. It's a 1-for-2 trip, a kiss to the crowd. After that, maybe getting a little chirps from the Crestwood side. Game's not over. A little early for that kind of celebration. Matosis Adderley top side. Finds Arije. Thought about it. Looking for Tale. It's not there. Matosis Adderley comes to get it. 4 seconds. Empty possession. Royal Crown out and on the run. Tumba over the top. Wanted it. Good closeout by Arije on Robinson. Johanna Fami tries to step through. The long legs, gets a look, no. Tumba's on the ground. Jump ball will stay this way. Brooke McLeod, Stella Evans, back in for Marlo Davis's squad. No change of possession, so 5 on the shot clock. 5:16 left in the fourth. Baseline out of bounds, Quealy to trigger.
5 on the shot clock.
Berry catch and shoot. Near iron, McLeod comes to get it. Tambu works left, kicks it to the corner. Watch out, McLeod can drill it. It's short iron, Jada Quealy. McLeod working back to get to her. And Quealy left alone to finish on the fast break. Three-point game. Tale has it. The handoff to Evans. Picked up by Robinson. Arije works around a flurry of players. Kick ball. Devine Tumba comes up with the help defense. And that will reset the shot clock to 14.
4:31 left. 3-point game. You got to leave it all on the floor here. Championship game. Now or never. Both teams so evenly matched. I think it's simply going to come down to who wants it more.
The turnaround's off the mark, and McLeod unable to save it. Avery Arige leads all scorers in the game with 22, 4 steals, 6 rebounds, and a single assist.
Crazy, she got 22 and she's not even shooting as well as she usually does.
Yeah, but get yourself to the line, get some looks.
Special score. Speaking of scores, Chance Berry hit that super deep 3 earlier in the second half. So much talent in the girls' game, not just between these two teams, but in the whole WNPA.
Barry keeps looking for Salgado over top, into the paint, stepping through, no good. Brooke McLeod just walled up there.
Yep.
Arige with that Avery Arige trot, moves at her own pace.
That's what the kids call aura.
McLeod dove, Salgado stole, and is out on the run. Charging call. Eunicia Salgado drops the shoulder into Mary Denise Tambu. Akila Bailey back in for Chance Berry, who hit the deck, moving in transition. Crestwood ball stuck 3, 3:30 left in regulation. Amaya Robinson called for the foul as Arige was trying to get position. Arige's got the advantage in terms of size and height there. And now Quealy switches on to Arige. Talley, top side. Stella Evans with 4 on the shot clock, steps out of bounds. Good defense there by Bailey to push her towards the baseline. You can see her team's absolutely lit up, fired up, and celebrating.
That trademark Royal Crown defense coming to life here in the most important moment of the game. 3:14 left to go in the fourth, and it just seems like Royal Crown has turned their intensity up another notch. Crestwood's gonna have to match that energy on both ends.
Jada Quealy hands it off to Tumba. Now it's Barry looking for a lane, inside, fading away. That's a tough shot.
Wow.
Tumba knocks it loose.
What
Fami
hustle.
gonna slow it down.
That's what she's been doing all game, rebounding the ball at an elite level.
Quealy into the lane, the floater, that falls. 5-point lead now for Royal Crown in the waning minutes of the first ever WNPA championship game. Arige double teamed, gets it to Tambu, who lets it fly out of bounds. Marlo Davis looking at the scores table, wants a timeout, gets it. 2:24 left in the fourth. Crestwood stuck 5. We step aside. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back inside the Tate McKenzie Athletics Center. 2:24 left on the clock. Royal Crown ahead of Crestwood for the first ever WNPA championship belt and trophy. And Royal Crown looking to add to that 5-point lead. Chance Berry finds Tumba on the block. Robinson guarded well by Matosis Adderley. Berry deep in the shot clock. Moving downhill, gets to her spot. Tie up, jump ball, Crestwood possession. Katarina Veljevic in for the defensive substitution. Picking up Arige full court. Getting low in that ready stance. Arige working to get around Fami. Fami keeping her feet shuffling. And Arige getting back to the free throw line as Crestwood is in the bonus. Talk about the mental aspect of the game, being aware of the time and situation. Avery Arige has definitely grown as a basketball player in that regard.
Crucial free throws, got to knock them both down here. 2-possession game, just under 2 minutes left to go. The Royal Crown men's players starting to file into the gym now. They'll get ready to take on the court.
Royal Crown men and Edge basketball will battle it out here on this court for the NPA championship around 6 o'clock tonight. A lot of pressure on the perimeter for Crestwood. Tumba turns into the lane. And Brooke McLeod's going to be called for contact on the arm. That's McLeod's 5th foul. Marlo Davis having a quick word as Devine Tumba is waiting to take her free throws. McLeod has to sub out. So Marlo Davis bringing in a little more size. Fajemi Rokun in with Mary Grace Talley. Tumba misses the first. Sub on a make. Tumba makes the second. Stella Evans checking back in for Fajemi Rokun, so a defensive-offensive substitution for Marlo Davis. Still plenty of time left on the clock, 5-point game. It's not necessarily a need 3 situation, Joe.
Still a lot of time here. Try to get a good look, regardless if that's a 2 or a 3. So maybe try to get something inside, get a paint touch.
Avery Arige finds Matosis Adderley, but she drops it out of bounds. The screen by Stella Evans wasn't quite perfect. And when you're working around a screen, you almost want to brush shoulders with your teammate and invite your defender to run into that screen hard. Quealy breaking that pressure quite easily. The ball finds its way to the hands of Chance Berry. Now Jada Quealy, top side. Amaya Robinson gets the lucky bounce high off the glass.
Kawhi Leonard bounce. 8-point lead now for Royal Crown. What a massive three.
And Avery Arige with the response. Timeout, Coach Leanna Osei. Royal Crown going to talk it over, 51.3. Still a two-possession game. You can trust your defense right now. We're going to step aside for this timeout. More action coming your way. Stay with us. Royal Crown 51.3 seconds away from potentially winning the first ever WNPA chain and trophy. Quickly into the front court, Amaya Robinson gets it right back to Chance Berry. Picked up by Matosis Adderley near the timeline, and Matosis Adderley contact on the arm. Berry to the free throw line. This game had everything you wanted in terms of storylines. Great performances on both sides. Davine Toomba, Chance Berry for Royal Crown, Crestwood, Avery Arige leading the charge, getting it done when nothing was falling. Finding her way to the free throw line. Berry makes it a three-possession game. 36.5. Not sure if you can pick that up, but Royal Crown's head coach Leanna Osei saying no threes, no fouls. Another offensive rebound for Toomba. And quickly, Matosis Adderley sends Berry back to the line.
Davine Toomba with an inspiring effort on the glass all game long. She's been a huge reason why Royal Crown might be 33 seconds away from winning it all.
Berry, now's the kind of time where she had that celebration earlier towards the Crestwood fans who were giving her a hard time at the free throw line. Feels like she's got a celebration in the bank. She looks right that way, shakes her head, and Marlo Davis is going to call a timeout. Joe, take me into the huddle. You're stuck. You know, 63-54. That's 9 points, 33 seconds left. What's the message that Marlo Davis has given his squad right now?
I think you got to go, and you got to go quick, right? You want to try to get a three if you can, and then from there you want to press, you want to bring your defense up, and you want to try to get a steal. 33 seconds left. Ideally, if you can get a score while the shot clock remains on, they would cut it to 6, get a steal, maybe get a quick score, put the pressure back on Royal Crown and knock down some big free throws where we talked about Royal Crown struggled a little bit at the line. But I think they've got to be quick and decisive in whatever they do, whether it's go for a quick three or get something at the rim. Then after that, they're going to want to go and try to pressure the ball, get a steal.
If you're Royal Crown, how do you keep your team composed and focused on finishing this last 33 and not slipping up?
Just stay locked in. Don't leave the door open. Don't give them any life. Keep your foot on the gas. This is not the time to relax if you're Royal Crown, although you're up 9 with 33 seconds left. You want to stay locked in, finish strong, and you do that. Take care of business. Walk away champs.
33 seconds left on the clock until we award the first WNPA trophy and chain. We appreciate you tuning in on North Pole Hoops on YouTube. JJ Everson, Joe Musa here on the call. Coming up, Edge Basketball, Royal Crown, NPA championship game on this very court. Avery Arige, side out to Trigger, Tale, quick to Tambu. Finds Evans, top side three is up, off the mark. Another rebound for Tumba.
Wow.
Fouled and back to the line.
Is that rebound 14 or 15,
You
something
nailed
like
it,
that?
14.
Wow.
Trust your instincts, Joe.
Control the glass, you control the game. That's what Royal Crown has done. They hang their hat on their defense and their rebounding. That has been their identity all year. Was the reason why they won the Grind Session Championship last week. And now is the reason why they will likely win WNPA Championship. I don't want to say for sure yet. You know, just missed that free throw. 24 seconds left. Maybe we get a little Reggie Miller action.
Yeah, crazier things have happened. Of her 14 rebounds, 9 of them offensive, Joe.
Wow, 9 offensive rebounds? That's insane.
Arige, pull up three, no. Tale fighting for the rebound. Last touch by Barry. Slight difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now they're going to turn off the shot clock. And it's back on, just like that. Tale, Arige, dancing, looking for one last look.
Oh, travel.
Double dribble. And who's there on the defensive stop? Katarina Veljevic.
Yep, it's their lockdown defender, although she had foul trouble earlier in the first half. As soon as she got back in the game, making her presence felt on the defensive end. And big smiles on these Royal Crown girls.
You can feel it. They left it all on the court, both squads. Crestwood just didn't have enough on this Sunday, March 30th. Barry at the line, 7.8 left. Chance Barry up to 15 points in the game, 7 of 11 from the free throw line.
Let's see if the Royal Crown boys can get it done as well against Edge.
Arige with the loose ball over the timeline. One last shot off the mark, and that's it. The first ever WNPA champs set history twice this year. First team to win the grind session, first team to take home the chain and WNPA trophy. It is the Royal Crown Lions sharing hugs, tears of joy. Davine Tumba willed this team to a victory. Obviously, plenty of other great performances. Chance Barry, Amaya Robinson, the class of 2027 with 14 of her own, Believe She Bangu. 13 points, 6 boards. What a great team performance. Joe's gonna go give out some awards, and I'll carry you through until that point. It's been a great week of hoops here at the WNPA Women's National Preparatory Association Championships. It's been a great pleasure to be a part of the story. And I'm sure it's something that these women are going to remember for years to come. Their names etched in history. Royal Crown, the first team on the trophy. The medals being organized, the engraving taking place. Both teams lining up to accept their medals. Big hugs, even from some of the deep roster players, Emerald Nani, Abigail Solomon, Jiska Bella, Kiyomi Huestis. And knowing they left everything on the court, Tayama Tosa Adderley and her teammates fighting off tears of sadness. Davine Toomba, what a performance. Zelgado shaking her off. And the smiles all the way across the board for the team in white. Crestwood had a great season. Marlo Davis has a great program. They'll be back for sure. This is not the last we've seen of Crestwood in the finals. Akila Bailey, one of the youngsters performing in this contest as well. Chance Berry comes back from being away from the team for a handful of games. We'll send it to the floor. Joe Musa handing out awards. Coach Lee. Coach, you've made history twice this year with this squad. The Grind Sessions victory, you come into a week of WNPA championships. You get it done again. A tough test from Crestwood, but tell me what's going through your mind and how proud you are of this team.
There's so many things going through my mind. I think the first thing I'm thinking about is just how much our kids have gone through this year. We have a lot of seniors that we're seeing off to the next level, whether that be youth sports or NCAA, and they really wanted this. And, you know, this isn't just the work of this year's team. We've been building this program the last few years, and, you know, it starts with our leadership team. It's everybody. Like, this is an us win, and we talk about that a lot. We say sometimes you, sometimes me, but always us. And our kids have given us so much. We tell them all the time, you should expect to win because you work the hardest.
You look at your team, you can go up and down the roster. Chance Berry coming back, putting up a great offensive game. Davine Toomba getting the player of the game for her rebounding. 9 offensive rebounds, giving your team extra possessions. You can look at a player like Veljevic, who's doing it on the defensive side, handcuffed early in this game. Well, when you look at your seniors and where they're going off to, what are you most proud of that they've gained throughout this season?
They've just become mentally resilient young women that also know how to have fun. You know, it's funny, a lot of our kids leave Crown and they come back, and we have an alumni back for this game, and they're like, I have so much time on my hands, I don't know what to do with it. It was almost harder at Crown. You know, our kids put in a 12-hour day. But however, in that 12-hour day, they get study hall, they'll get their recovery, they'll get their skills, they'll get their homework done, and we got practice. And so we believe that we have the most efficient model for developing skill and talent in the country. This is not new to us. Our junior girls are coming off of 3 straight championships at the grade 9 to 10 level. Our middle school girls team, 7th and 8th grade, has never lost a game since our program started 3 years ago. And now our senior girls have won a Grind Session championship, an NPA championship, and, you know, just finishing off the season the right way. And so we have a lot of winners in our building, and that's something that we want to create. Confident young men and women that could go into the world and expect to be successful because they have the work ethic.
The WNPA was conceptualized and created to elevate women's basketball. How do you feel like the landscape of women's basketball is here in Ontario and in Canada?
I mean, it's incredible to see. You know, Tariq and the team have built an incredible platform with NPA. In its inaugural season, it's featured a ton of talent. They made a lot of American connections, youth sport connections, and so I credit the league for all of this great work they're putting on. You know, our kids really enjoyed this, from the marketing to the platform itself, to, you know, how even you're celebrating the successes. And we're very, very proud to be the inaugural winners of the first year, and we're hoping to defend that title.
Well, they say history in our kind of society is not a luxury but a necessity, and you and this Royal Crown team are a part of that history. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you so much. Shout out Royal Crown.
And just like that, Royal Crown, the inaugural WNPA victors. We thank you for tuning in. Stick around. The NPA championship coming next. Royal Crown in that game as well, taking on Edge Basketball. For everybody here, we've enjoyed having you. Stick around. More basketball coming at you.